Today, we read the daily news we called each other. We couldn't believe what we read. World War III? No. Something about the presidential campaign? No. People losing their homes? The economy? What was the headlines in daily news today?
The headlines today was about Britney Spears.
Was it something good or bad?
Well, it was about her spiraling down and the help that she needs and the intervention with Dr. Phil.
Wait a minute. Dr. Phil to the rescue?
Dr. Phil to the rescue.
You and I had a little discussion. If you are in a very bad spiral down, the worst thing you could do is have a public exposure of your problems. It's tough enough to even admit them, and the world has to see them. It must be very tough on her, isn't it?
Sure, she doesn't want to make this into a circus. She's been hurt by having her children taken away from her. She wants to turn around and make an entertainment scene out of this? I don't think so.
How embarrassing for anybody, especially a mother, in a public way, have the kids removed from her, and then they're taken from her, not by the father. It's two total strangers.
The bodyguards, the father's bodyguards, picked the children up. Very impersonal.
I don't know what kind of a scene that must have been. It must have been crying, hysteria. So we both agree on one thing after seeing that. If she has a problem, the first step, and it's not even a complicated one.
Right.
What's that first step?
The first step is knowing you have a problem, then understanding what the problem is.
And the last person you would go to is someone to put it on the TV.
Public media person, I don't think so.
And if you had a member of your family torn like this, knowing you would reach out to them, you would try to help them. The last thing you would try to do is profit from it. Is that true?
True. I would look for a professionally trained person.
A program?
Who did not have his best intentions at heart.
Or hers.
Or hers. But is trained to help as he was trained to do.
So in other words, if she could admit, and it may be tough, I got a problem, it's probably with alcohol, it's probably with drugs, she probably at this point is destroyed emotionally, she probably needs extensive hospitalization. And I think that if she could put her house in order, seek help, she probably would get her kids back.
In the future, perhaps. Slowly at first, extended visits occurring more often. But normally the courts don't take children away from their biological mothers.
It's really extreme, isn't it?
Yes.
So it means there's a lot more behind this that we don't fully understand.
Right. We don't know. We haven't heard much about Britney's ex. We don't know if the situation is a getting even situation. We don't know if it's because of money. All we know is what we read. This is what's happening. And if the media is presenting tainted information to us, shame on them.
Since Dr. Phil gives everybody in the world good advice, we have one for him. And this probably makes most sense. If a point comes down the road, she seeks help. She resurrects her life. She becomes the mother of the kids that the court would appreciate, the parents would appreciate, and she would appreciate. And she now is a great example that, as bad as it looks, maybe there's hope. If you admit you have a problem and get help, that would be the show our Dr. Phil should be involved in, not the show of the demise of a young lady who just lost her 2 kids.
True. And another thing putting pressure on her is her younger sister's pregnancy.
This cannot be a good point. It's a bad point. And also, most people think what kind of parenting skills were taught to her. Her parents have not demonstrated great parenting skills.
I am sure that even though her sister's situation is a separate incident, people will view them together in the same light. And really, it shouldn't be that way.
Most courts will try, in the end, to put a family together, not destroy a family. So they probably had no choice in the matter. And we don't know how good a father the father is.
This is true.
So I hope if the Daily News needs circulation enhanced, do it some other location.
And I also hope that if Britney's problems do get resolved professionally, properly, completely, I hope that she and then Dr. Phil can team up and offer their help together to somebody who needs it.
But the last place I think I would go right now is a person who wants to get his ratings of his TV show pumped up. Maybe it was well-meaning by a member of the family. Maybe he even went there with honorable intention.
True.
But if you look back from a distance, that just adds to a problem. A media ego person involved in a situation, and who has to gain from this? He has ratings to gain.
That's right.
And he's in the news. People are going to watch him. He'll probably make some comment about it. And as far as I know, I could be wrong. In life, it's not how much money you make. It's what you do on a daily basis.
That's
so
right.
if her do became a positive from a negative, people forgive. People overlook. And maybe the songs of the future she could do would say, what I went through, how bad it was, there's hope in this world, and maybe hope for the world. Is that true?
This is true. And I have a question. What happens to doctor-patient confidentiality when it goes on air on TV?
Well, he's not the therapist. He's the media therapist. So it tells you a little bit about his thinking.
Again, ratings.